Welcome back to Collaboration Conversations. I'm your co-host, Regina Bartain-Bergman. As many of you know, my co-host, Pearl Cox, is unable to be with us right now, and so we are having guest co-host because this show is just too much fun and too informative to not do it. I thought it would be great if we invited people on to be a guest co-host while we're waiting for Pearl to come back. And it's been so much fun. I'm hoping that Pearl and I continue the process even when she comes back because it's just been delightful to meet so many people and talk about collaboration. And this morning is no different. I have a wonderful guest co-host this morning. My guest this morning is Sat Kirtan Khalsa. Did I say that close?
Close,
Kirtan.
yes. Very
I'm going to
close.
let
You did
her
very.
tell you exactly how to say it. And she's
I
going to
will.
share with us a bit about her journey to getting where she is today and what it is that she does and why. So, welcome, Sat Kirtan.
Thank you so much, Regina. It's nice to be here. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm actually now sitting in the car waiting for my daughter to come back from her horse riding. So I'm a mother, but also I'm a yogi. And what I do is I bring yoga into the business because so many people they are stressed, and we know that yoga meditation would be very good for them to relax, but the step to go to a yoga studio sometimes is just a step too far away. So what we do is we bring it to the companies, to the people, so that they can have this moment of relaxation and have this moment of ease, and it's like a little holiday that they give themselves. And I'm the author of a couple of books. One is called Bye Bye Stress in 9 Minutes or Less, and my latest book is called How to Become a Conscious Leader: 5 Vital Lessons CEOs Can Learn from a Yogi to Build Trust and Make an Impact. So
Awesome.
I work with different target groups, like in all, but always in companies and always with people that just know how much stress there is and how they are looking for tools to stay healthy, to stay calm, and to stay have this clear mind and have all this creativity running through them, and knowing when to act and when, when it's like an inspired action. And yeah, I'm very happy and grateful to be able to do this. And it's beautiful to see the change in the eyes and the change in the people after a session, because usually when they come they're like all over the place, and after just sometimes it's only like 5 or 10 or 15 minutes that it's needed to totally change the energy and to really reconnect back to who they are and what it is that they really need to do, and to help them to give them their themselves the highest priority. Because in life there's so many things going on, and if you're able to give yourself the highest priority and you really go for that what makes you happy, then you just are so much happier, and that's what we want in the world. It's our Yeah, I invited Annemiek. She's also a yoga teacher, and we work together. And our teacher always says, happiness is your birthright. And this is what I live, and I definitely know that she's also doing her best to keep that in her mind and to live that. And yeah, when we work together, I always feel that it brings so much more happiness to my life. So yeah, it's great
Awesome.
to be here. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Awesome.
like,
There's such a need, before we go on, there's such a need for what you're doing because I think that burnout is really reaching epidemic proportions right now,
yes.
coming on the heels of this 2 years of COVID
Yeah.
and everything else. It's just, I see it every day. I see burnout going on around me every single day. And
Right.
and then you watch it and you think, oh my goodness, am I am I next in line?
Yes.
Because our lives are
Yes.
so
Yes, but
hectic sometimes.
yeah. Yeah, I know, but that's why there are so many tools,
Yes.
and the
Yeah.
tools are not that hard. The
Yeah.
hardest thing is to sit down, to close your eyes and to focus and to relax, to dare to relax and to do nothing and to feel that whatever you're doing is okay. and
Yeah.
to have that mindset of, okay, it is okay, and I cannot do everything, and I will never
Yeah.
ever be ready with everything, so why should I stress?
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Awesome. So,
yeah.
Kirtan, would you go ahead and introduce our guest then?
Yes, I would love to. She's my dear friend, um, and together we are organizing a yoga festival. But she is like she's a yogi, and she has all these capacities. She has her own creative business. She makes all her like handmade field. I think you say field in
Felt, wool felt,
felt.
wool
Yeah,
felt.
wool felt bags and all
Oh,
beautiful
nice.
things. And she sells it all around the world, so people have it all around, and it's like really these unique little things. So, and she learns also other entrepreneurs how to build up your own business. So she's a yogini, she's a beautiful friend, and I don't know, I just love her very much.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's that's sweet, and it's nice to hear those kind words, and it's also nice to realize for a moment that this is what I do, and it's important for me and for many people around me that what you just said about the people needing their moment of slowing down, and I use it too as a yogi and as a coach, both to help women live their life creatively and spiritually, and bring those two worlds together. And sometimes I help people just to calm down, and sometimes I'm there just to help them build up something technically online. And that's why in our pre-conversation, I started with I'm a multi-skilled person, because it's really difficult to pinpoint what exactly I do. And actually, I learned to be proud of that, because that's my talent. I can, when someone walks into the room, and there's always something we can do together. We can actually help each other out, and that's also what I always look for.
Yeah.
That when I meet people. Yeah, that's what can we achieve together? What can be the food for our projects? And it's always nice to see the outcome, because it's always surprising. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. And we work together for this festival, which is really nice. And I learned from Sat Kirtan, it's you always have so many people around you who you work with, and I'm like a solopreneur. I like to
Yes.
do things myself, which is also can be very challenging at times. So Satkirtan learned me to reach out and to say I need help, even if I don't have the answer really ready yet. Then it's okay to just start talking and be together and find out what we can do for each other. So
That
yeah,
can be
so that's
difficult, can't it?
yes,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But when we learn how to do that, it really opens those doors to collaboration, doesn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. For me, it's the challenge of starting somewhere together and not knowing the outcome, not knowing where we will end up together, even though we might have like a goal or a mission. It's still when you're in it together, it's also the beauty of it, that you can actually let go of some ideas, of some yes, let go of some ideas and just enjoy the ride more, because you're not responsible all by yourself. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
goes
Right.
along with what you do in terms of working with people to help them overcome their stress. They have to let go, right?
yeah,
As you're saying, you have to let go of some of those things and enjoy the ride. And to overcome our stresses, we have to let go and enjoy
Yeah.
that ride.
Yeah, and
And
trust that
trust.
the right
Yes.
people come on your path, and that the right questions will come, and it's like everything will come in like divine timing, we call this. Because sometimes, you can feel like, oh, the deadline is coming up and I really need to do that, but then there's sometimes it's just too much of your energy, your willpower in it. And then if you can just let it go and just allow it to happen at the right moment,
Yes.
that it will just happen. And especially this year for our festival, because this is like the fourth time we're doing it, I feel we're really using this flow of energy, and we're not trying to pinpoint everything, but we know what we want. Very, very clear we have this, and then everything just falls into place. And if it doesn't fall into place, it's not meant to be.
Exactly.
And that's
I
that's
Oh, go
such a
ahead, please.
beautiful way of working together, because it's like kind of effortless. This is, at least this is what I always keep in my mind. Of if it takes too much effort, we're not doing it this time. Because
Yeah.
before we would like really, we really have like, oh, but we have to make it, and we do this and that, and then we would almost burn out ourselves, and it's not worth it.
Not
It's
worth it.
really not worth it. And
Yeah.
we learn. At least I learned a lot from doing this together.
So, a
Yeah.
Yeah.
couple of things. I'm so impressed that this is your fourth year of doing this, your fourth time of doing this.
Yeah.
Because as we talk about collaborations, so many people are at the beginning of the journey of collaborating with others. This is a 4-year collaboration, at least, that you have
Yeah.
going on. And it's
Right.
obviously just getting better over time, right?
Yeah, we needed those 4 years to get here, to get
To
at
get
this
here.
point that we can say, oh, we're being. It feels like we're being successful. We can lean into it and enjoy while working
Yes,
hard.
Yes.
But that comes together. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about the festival. I'm curious to know more about this festival, and I think our listeners will be as well. So tell us more about the festival, if you will.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's always a beautiful venue where we go. We will meet in a monastery. And what we will do on the Friday evening, we will come together and we will do yoga, we will do meditation, we'll have a mantra concert, we'll even have some really opening up dance and really connect to the heart. And then on Saturday morning, we wake up early, because in the yoga, if you wake up early, it's like you really wake up to the day, and you wake up to all, everything that there is. And then, well, we're going to do something very special this year, because we've never done that before. Usually we had all different kind of workshop, but this time we'll have a Korean tantric meditation circle, which means that we are all of the 150 to 200 people that are attending the festival. We're going to sit and we're going to meditate together. We're going to have two big circles, and we're going to just build that space and that energy that's going to really what is needed right now, that bridges, brings love and really healing into the world. And that's what we're, and healing to ourselves, because we first need to heal ourselves, and
Yes.
really all the things that are in our subconscious, we can just let it go. And just by sitting there and being held and being together and meditating and focusing on this one topic will bring so much joy and so much unity. And if we can feel that unity within ourselves, we will bring that to our families when we come back, when we celebrate the Christmas, when we celebrate the New Year. You can really, like, we celebrate this festival twice a year, once on the summer solstice and once on the winter solstice. And these are the
Oh,
times that you really need to go within and be with your spiritual family, to really recharge yourself and to have that moment of just let go of everything and come back to your own soul, so you can you're rejuvenated, and you can really feel like, oh yeah, I can, whatever is going on, I'm strong enough to be able to do that.
awesome.
So
That's awesome.
yeah.
So, Anamika, if you have 150 to 200 people coming to this event, I'm assuming they're coming from around the world. Is that true? Do you have people coming from all over the place?
Yes and no. There's always an
Okay.
international crew, international part of international group, but mainly because it's just a weekend, it will be mainly people from the Netherlands.
Yes,
But
and
before,
Belgium.
yeah,
Yeah.
Belgium and Germany, but it's always in the like surrounding countries.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But
But
we can all speak English, so that's never a problem.
yeah,
Common language is good.
Yeah, that's the advantage of organizing something in the Netherlands, that everyone can speak English. Yeah.
Ah,
yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
but there's
yeah,
also mainly there's a lot of music. There's in our festivals we always have a lot of live music, which is so uplifting and beautiful, and then being together with these people who all consciously choose to to look each other in the eye and to communicate from the heart. And already these two ingredients make it such a special place to be. So
Yes.
I do think we're selling out this year. Also after our
Awesome.
Corona years, it was always very difficult to organize something. This year we were all so happy that this is possible, and we have this very special meditation day that people are also very curious about. And it will be very strong. It will be a powerful practice to go into deep winter time. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
yeah.
So now, were you able to do it over the last couple of years during the COVID
Yeah, we organized
lockdown?
it.
Were you
We
able to
organized
do it?
the event,
Uh-huh.
but then at the last moment we had to cancel and go online. So we organized about like two festivals, one live and one online. And then the last 2 years we had for
Okay.
Christmas time, for December, we had online workshops and classes.
Okay.
Also was also very beautiful because people from all over the world could join from their living rooms, which was of course also very special and something we hadn't done before, because before Corona we were all a bit like, oh, I don't know if I want to do yoga or meditation in
Right.
front of my computer screen. And now most people are okay with it. Well,
Yeah,
not
they're so
all the
used to.
time, but it's different and we can use it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and you can have classes with teachers from all over the world, which is really
true.
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been teaching also all over the world. So yeah, it's beautiful.
So will this be a combination of live and virtual, or is it all live, this one?
Yeah, this one is all live.
All live.
Yes.
Yeah, all in
Yes.
the Netherlands. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But we do have an online program on every Sunday from now on till December. Every
Okay.
Sunday morning, you can start your Sunday at 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock with us for a group, yoga and meditation and many beautiful mantras. We call it Aquarian Sadhana. And then later in the day, there's on
A
Sunday there's a
workshop.
workshop or a class and those workshops and sadhanas can also be taught in English. So anyone is welcome to join, even if you're not coming over to the Dutch festival. Of course, you're very welcome too. But
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you
what
can.
time zone is that in when you say 6 a.m.? What time zone?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Central
Amsterdam.
European. Yeah, Amsterdam
Yes.
time zone.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yes.
Amsterdam
CET.
time zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's your night time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, late night. Like our 6 o'clock is your
Like
eat.
around midnight, or
Yeah, or
actually a
like
little,
11.
probably,
Yeah,
yeah, 10 or 11. Yeah,
yeah. So it's,
absolutely.
you can use it as an evening thing to go
Yeah.
to bed.
So it'd be my
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you can join. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you can go to the yoga festival, it's kundaliniYogaFestival.nl. We will share the link also.
Okay, great. And
Then
if
you
you'll
can.
put the link into the private chat here on the side of the screen, then I
Okay.
can put it up on the screen for us
Okay.
at some point.
Yeah.
So
Can
do
you
me
do
a
that,
favor.
Anamika? Because I cannot type it. I'm on my phone.
Oh, yeah. I can only
Yeah.
chat with everyone. I think I'll put it with
Oh,
everyone.
okay. Yeah,
Can
there
I?
should be a private chat. I mean, I've typed something in here. See if you can see
I
it.
can reply. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So explain for us, if you will. You've both said that you are a yogi. I'm sure there are a lot of people in the audience who don't necessarily know what exactly that means. Would you mind
Ah.
giving us a definition of that?
Yes, it's just funny because for me it's so logical, but a yogi means, for me at least, that I I am more conscious of what I'm doing. I'm conscious about what I'm feeling, and I'm really looking. I'm not just looking for myself and my happiness, but I'm looking for the happiness of all, and I can see the other one is me. And by doing yoga, I really came to this understanding and this peace within me that I didn't have before. Before I was looking at things from the outside, I would always kind of blame others for things that would not happen to me. And the yoga helped me so much to be more flexible with me, more loving towards me, and also loving towards others. So that's what I call a yogi. I'm more flexible, more conscious, and just here. I realize I'm here to bring love in any way I can.
Awesome.
So, how is it for you? Would love to hear.
For me, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's. I think it's. For me, I often find it hard to find the right words for it because it goes so much beyond words.
Right.
And because we have so many words for all the things that we see and all the things that we feel and all the things that we think. But then to find the words for this whole big energy thing we're part of, and that we're all connected. That's and connected through love, but also connected through creativity, connected through whatever at the moment comes up. You can actually move beyond that what it is just for you, but move beyond just for yourself, but for others, for the world. And that's a never-ending path of development. Of not only spirituality is often looked at as something that is not about the real life, but I think it is about real life completely. It
Yes.
makes me a nicer person for myself, to others. Before we said, it's about letting go. And it's a lot about letting go of what I think I am, what I think about anyone or anything, and just try to see the things as they are as much as I can. Yes.
Awesome. I love that. Very
Regina,
nice.
have you ever done some yoga? I was just curious.
Um, I think I have. It's been a long time.
Ah, yeah.
So yeah, it's not something I've done anytime recently for sure.
Mm,
So,
yeah. No, but
um,
yeah,
but I
and
do
there's purpose.
recognize there's great value in it. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you're always welcome to join one of our
Thank
classes.
you. I appreciate that. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Anamika, I'm still
Yeah.
not seeing that link. Did you,
No, I
uh,
cannot reply. It says, "Can you see this?" Yes, I can see
right.
it, but I
So
cannot. I
to
can
the
only
right
chat
of
with
that,
everyone.
do you see something that says private chat?
No, I'm on my phone. I think that's the
Oh,
reason.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, what we can do is we can put it in the comments later if we can't, if,
I wrote
Oh,
it. Did you get it?
yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. We have it. Yeah.
Awesome. Got it.
Good.
Good.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
So we'll put it up as a banner so people can see that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And this is the project Sat Kirtan and I are working on together. We have many projects, both of us. We have many things we work on, but this is the one that brings us together, and that's why we're here together. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So how did the two of you come together initially to start this project? Just a little history
I
of that.
can't really
Yeah. Well,
remember.
I love that. I have those
I
relationships
I,
too. I'm
rem-
like,
I
I don't remember
remember.
how we met, how we got started, but it's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you remember Sat Kirtan?
Well, I remember how I started this festival because it wasn't in my mind to do it. But there's like a big European festival every year where before COVID, 2,000, 3,000 people would gather. And we would also gather there. And that one time in 2018, I came back from that festival and it was like, we should have a festival like this in the Netherlands. We should have it. And I just wrote a post on Facebook, and so many people responded to that that I was like, oh my gosh, now I need to do
To
it.
do it.
I have to do this.
So that's how my journey into leadership started. So I will never ever forget this. And then the best thing I did is I contacted a friend who organized the festival in Austria. I said, I guess I need to organize one in Holland. What do I do? And she said, you have to get a team around you. And then I was like, and she said, you have these and these and these persons. These are the roles that you need. So I would just,
Nice.
everyone who was interested, I was like, okay, I have all these rules. What do you want to do? Oh, I can do that. I can do that. Some people I had never met before. We met at the festival because we had like 3 or 4 months to organize this first one. And we
Yeah.
had 200 people the first time.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
awesome. It was really
Yes. Wow.
such a great
That is
energy.
amazing. That is
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
yeah, it was beautiful. And now, yeah, we're still doing it and getting better and better and easier. And yeah, it's just
and
people
talk
now
about
know it.
collaboration. I mean, that was
Yeah.
really a collaborative effort, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, this is something, and we know this is a festival based upon, we call Seva, which means selfless service. So the people that work for this festival, they don't get paid for it. They
And
do
have the
it
same people
because,
come back year after year to help?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
That is
because
awesome, isn't it?
they get so much from it, from their
Yeah.
heart and their spirit.
Yeah.
And they grow so much from it just by organizing and by
Yeah. By
stepping up
giving.
into their own, and by giving, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, this is really, it's the energy that we're already feeling, that we're building right
Yeah.
now. You can feel it, I think, but
Oh
when
yeah. I
we're
was going to say, how
together,
long does it take for your feet to touch the ground afterwards?
yes, a long time, but it's great. We use it to float on the whole rest of the year, and then
Yeah, I can feel it. I can see it. I can
yeah,
understand.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
when I work with clients, I get that same euphoria when I'm working with someone and just loving what they're doing and and me being able to be a small part of what they're doing in the world. And
right.
it's just so energizing. And you have to share it, right? You have to let it out somewhere, that energy. And so the way I do that is I go find my husband and ask him if I've ever told him that I love what I do.
That's beautiful. Yeah,
So he's heard that more than once.
that's good. Yeah,
But
it's
it's
good for
you
the
just you
relationship too.
yes, that energy is just so, oh my goodness, it's just you have to have an outlet for it. You have to be able to express it in some way when you
Yeah,
have that
Yeah.
level of energy. So that's why I say, how long does it take for your feet to touch the ground again?
well, I'm flying afterwards. I'm flying to Sri Lanka, and I'm gonna have a punch karma.
You're
I'm gonna
literally
have a
flying.
lot of massages and ocean, and I will fly away and really keep this feeling with me, and really and nourish myself with it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah,
Ladies, you're
really
doing good work.
celebrate it.
I appreciate the work that you're doing in the world, and we all
Yes,
need more peace in our lives. We all need more de-stressing in our lives. These are difficult times, and there's a lot of stress in the world.
yes,
As
but
you say, burnout is reaching epidemic proportions, I think. And then we have, on the other part of that picture is suicides. We know
mhm,
that the suicide rates have gone up dramatically,
yes,
and from children on up. And
right,
so
yeah.
anything that can be done to reverse all of that, I'm all in
Yeah.
favor of it.
Yeah.
So
Mm, yes,
Yeah.
happy
definitely.
to support you in this way.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's so counterintuitive when you're stressed to go and to relax,
To stop.
but to stop because you want to do more. But the more
Right.
you keep on doing, the more stressed you get. So it's really dare to relax, dare to say no, dare to say
Yeah.
ask for help, reach
Yes.
out, because yeah, work together. And this is also something that we really always tell each other. because we can also be very demanding on each other. But we've learned that we can. Okay, if it's not working out,
And just not.
we're
Yeah.
just not doing it.
Yeah.
So we learned that the hard way, but we know now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just really set our healthy boundaries and to really also check in. How are you doing? What is it that you need? Do you need some more support, or how can we make it lighter for you? Or really, we have a lot of these kind of conversations.
Yeah.
So, question for you. You're asking each other that. How does one go about asking themselves that?
Yeah, this is actually what came into my mind when you said this. What is needed in order to answer the question is that you know yourself. Yeah, you know yourself. I wanted to make the sentence longer, but this is what it is. You have to know yourself
Right.
quite well if you want to yeah, work together in this kind of yeah, it's demanding, you know, because there's a really there's a time frame, and there's we live all we don't live close to each other, so we all have families, we all have other jobs. um, so yes, do you know when to say no and how to say no? And if Kirtan asks me, what do you need? I'm often like, oh yeah, what do I need actually? So and it's of course good you ask this question. And before, in years before, I was I for me it was very difficult to yeah, to understand the process within myself. So I learned, and yeah, and of course we grew in it together. But I also grew myself into
Right.
knowing myself in this position, and setting my boundaries, and like, okay, I can also do nothing today, and then we will still have a festival, and I can not answer my app, and we'll still be friends. You know, this is and it means I have to be okay with myself. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
tough one for many of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
It's a big,
definitely.
it's a real tough one, because we are so focused on what others think, and of our visible missions, our visible achievements.
Hmm.
But what about the achievement of laying down at 3 o'clock in the afternoon because you need a nap?
Yes.
There's no one going to tell you you did so well, but you have to tell yourself you did well because that's what you
Yeah.
needed. And yes, there's so much work to do with this, to let each other know that it's okay to say no, to rest, to not be present for a moment or for an
Yes.
hour or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
True. And I've learned the
yeah,
value of power naps too.
yeah,
And
mm.
sometimes a power nap for me can be 3 minutes. I mean, it's
Mhm.
just like I have to close my eyes, and I don't have but 5 minutes until my next appointment. I'm taking a 3-minute nap, and I can stretch out in a recliner chair and just fall instantly asleep.
Yeah,
So it's there. We have to recognize those needs and take care of them. Otherwise, we
yes,
hit that burnout point or worse.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
mm,
Yeah, yesterday one of my clients, he's like a doctor, and he shared something beautiful. He uh, has like more than 5,000 patients a year, so he really sees many,
Oh, wow.
and it's yeah. And I was asking, how do how do you prepare? And he said, the more calm I am when I do these conversations, when I do my consultations, I first talk about the dog and the weather and really make that connection. And only when I feel we have now the connection, I start my consultation. I tell them what is there, and
Right.
then whenever that's finished, the patient has heard what was going on. He said, okay, and then I always end also again with the dog or the something. What are you going to do today? So that he said that the people, when they come to me, visit me, they would remember the last thing. So they would remember, oh, he really had the time. He asked how
Yeah.
my dog was. He didn't feel stressed. He was within, but also with less, because he was also having taking that time to
Yes.
make that connection. And if you can make that connection first, then everything is being heard, and
Yeah.
there's there's so much more. The heart is open, the ears
Yes.
are open, the
Connecting.
connection is there. And then
He's connecting.
Yeah,
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
and then he
So
said
important.
when the people would go away, I would just say to myself, "Oh, that was beautiful. I'm going on a holiday. I'm going on a holiday. I'm going," something like that. And then he was really like taking these 30 seconds just for himself, and then he would prepare himself for the next and did the same.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to remember that.
Yeah, it's really like, wow, this is something. But yeah, this is what we also do in the yoga. You really make that connection with yourself. You
Yeah.
make the connection with each other. We always tune in with like a mantra that we really set the energy together and that we really are here, present. And
Right.
then also when we go, we close it with a mantra that okay, now we're free to go again. But next
Yeah.
segment. But if you really are able and present in this segment where you are now, that's really makes such a difference.
Yes. If we can learn to live in the present moment, not
yeah,
be agonizing over the past or worrying about the future, you can't,
Right.
you nothing
Yes,
you can
that's
do there. The
right.
only
yeah,
thing you can do is live
Yeah,
in the moment. But so
right.
many of us live in the past or in the future and not in the moment. Yeah.
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 That's what makes you stressed.
Yes,
It's basically very simple.
it
Yeah.
is,
Only
isn't it?
yeah, it sounds so simple, but
Yeah.
it's the solution that is a bit more complicated usually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
So true.
remember that it's simple.
It's
Yeah.
To
simple.
allow it. Yeah.
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 Well,
Yeah.
ladies, you're doing great work in the world. I
Mm.
appreciate what you're doing, both of you. And I love the collaboration that you have going on and the
We love it.
lives that you're impacting through that collaboration. And isn't that what it's all about?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yes.
No,
So
this
let's
is
take a
really
moment and
good.
just kind of give your final thoughts on collaboration and also let folks know how they can reach you, how they can find you. So, Anamika, can we start with you?
Oh, yes, my thoughts on collaboration. Yes, for me personally, it's always a big challenge because my initial thought is always, oh, I'll fix this. Uh, really, and but that was of course my personal reasons for yeah, moving towards burnout several times in my life. And then yes, um, reaching out before you already know the answer, just making yeah, make sure you're comfortable with yourself, and then do reach out, do get together, and find these people around you. And it's okay also if after 1 year of working together, people leave. That's also a natural process, and
Yes,
it has nothing to do with you or me, or
right.
that's just what it is. So it
Times and
also,
seasons, right?
yes.
People
So
come
this,
into your life for a time, a season, a reason, and then they sometimes move on. Yeah,
yeah, because if you hold on to it, that's your ego. That's my ego. So if you want people to stay, that's no need. Someone else will come up, or some other
yeah,
solution will come up, and often even better, or for a better timing, a better energy, a better match.
right.
So yeah, and that's trust in yourself and each other, and you will have a good project. You'll have a good collaboration.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And how can
Yeah.
people get in touch with you?
Yes, you can find me on westermanbags.com, and that's my creative business. I make wool felt bags and covers, and I'm also a coach. But the easiest way to find me is through my material stuff, the stuff I make. And I help people build businesses like this from the heart, and yeah, financially independent. So those
Awesome.
three things together will yeah, help you create a happy and holy and healthy life. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank
Yes.
you, Anamika. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes.
It's been a joy to have you here today. Cats are
It's,
done. Oh, I'm so sorry, Anamika. I didn't mean to cut
no,
you
I
off.
wanted to thank you. It's beautiful. It was like a nice surprise to be invited for this, and it's very nice to talk about this specific subject. And it's yeah, thank you for
Awesome.
that. Yes.
You're very welcome. It's been my pleasure.
Yeah.
Cats are done. Would you? I I know I was going
Yeah.
to say that wrong. I said that. I get
No,
my
you
that
said it.
K and the S
That
backwards. Sat Kirtan, not Kat
that's it.
Sirtan.
Maybe I will explain the meaning. Maybe that helps.
Yeah.
Maybe that,
Yeah, because it's not my birth name. It's my spiritual name.
right,
So Sat means truth, and
right.
Kirtan is like the music they play in like the temples. So
Okay.
how I translate it for myself is I'm the one who can bring the truth, and it sounds like music in your ears, and it sounds like
Oh,
music in your heart. And this is something that really touches me deeply because um yeah, if we can be honest to ourselves, be honest to in our relationships, honest in our collaborations, and if we can really show who we are with our highs and our lows, then we can have such a beautiful collaborations, and we don't need to hide anything. Everything is accepted because you're accepted, and there's no reason to walk around anything or to not be straight, because we're Dutch, so we like to be straight and straightforward, and we just say how it is, and if you can just say the truth and be quiet and then it's not hard. It's a beauty, it's a gift, and it can hurt. It does, but well, but it's so much needed that
yes.
we are able to say and to speak our own truth. So this is what I do. This is what I love, inspiring others, especially CEOs and leaders, to really bring their truth, even though all the systems sometimes make them do things that are not according to and aligned to themselves, to really to connect to themselves and say, okay, but this is not aligned to me. This is my alignment and this is my truth, and give them the courage and the character and the support to be able to do that, because that's the only way to go to your own health, to live up to what you're here to do. And we're all unique beings, so we all have something so beautiful to give, and to see that light and to shine that light and to see that spark in the other. This is something that really, really touches my heart every time again. And yeah, I love doing that. So people hire me as a speaker or as a business yoga. No, how do I? A consult. I forgot the word, but they hire me as a consultant to look at their business and to see, okay, how can we improve? How can we improve the team? How can we improve the communication? Or just the vitality of the person. There's so many topics that you can look at from a more spiritual, round point of view. And if people are open to it, businesses are open to that kind of new way of looking, then I'm happy to serve and guide them and
Awesome.
be there for them, because it's
Fantastic.
you need some courage to do that, to do it in a different way. And yeah, I love to give people the courage to do that. Yeah.
Excellent. And how do folks get in touch with you again?
The best way is to go through my website, investinyoga.com, because you can invest in everything. Yes.
Investinyoga.com.
Yes. I think if you invest in yoga, that's the best investment you can make. It will give you this instant happiness. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Fantastic. Ladies, it's been such a pleasure having you both here today. I've enjoyed our conversation thoroughly. Best wishes to you on your upcoming festival.
Thank
Hope it's
you.
everything that you're looking for it to be, and I bet it will be that and more, based on your history. And you've been doing this a bit, and you really got this honed in. So
Yes.
wonderful. And folks, we hope you'll join us again next time here on Collaboration Conversations. Bye for now.
Thank you, Regina.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
and bye.